G'day cocktail lovers. I'm experimenting with a new ingredient for me, shrubs, which is essentially a vinegar-based cordial. Shrubs are relatively easy to make on your own. It's essentially vinegar, fruit, and sugar. Not difficult at all. Uncle Pete on Uncle Pete's Cocktail Shop has a few good recipes he's made on there. I was going to make my own, and then I found some local bars were using a locally made shrub that was really nice, and I found a shop that was selling it, so I got some. And this one is a mandarin shrub, and I was actually discussing what to make with it on some live streams I do. I do this actually on my original YouTube channel, which is just called Angry Aussie. Really low-key, chill hangouts with people I've known through YouTube for ages. I actually make most of my videos during those live streams, this one being no exception. But when we're talking about shrub, it was hard not to start making Monty Python Knights Who Say Neat jokes and talk about a shrubbery. And so we've got to make a Knights Who Say Neat themed cocktail, and I looked up some recipes, and there was actually a nice sounding cocktail that was just called a Knight, as in Knigget, the Monty Python reference, and it had lemon juice in it. I thought, well, that's perfect. Just replace the lemon juice with the shrub, and the Knight becomes the Knights Who Say Nee. This is the cocktail, and to be perfect for the Knights Who Say Nee, it needs one more thing, a shrubbery. Honestly, young people who've never bothered to watch Monty Python will be wondering what the hell I'm talking about. But you know what? To a lot of other people, this all means something, and that is really a huge amount of mint. I'm going to get a face full of mint as I taste this. Ooh, that tastes pretty good. And honestly, there are worse things in life than a face full of mint as well. Let me show you the ingredients. Besides the shrub, this is a brandy-based cocktail, and I'm using Martell's Blue Swift. This is actually their VSOP cognac that's finished in ex-bourbon barrels. Because of the strict rules around cognac, if they do that with the bourbon barrels, they cannot market it as cognac. So they just call it Blue Swift. I think they know that everyone knows they make cognac. There's also a bit of green chartreuse in here. I promise I'm not showing up. There's been a worldwide shortage of green chartreuse for a while, and I just happened to have some. Well, I've actually even got a spare bottle. I panicked when there was news of a shortage. I bought a backup. There's also an orange liqueur. I'm using my homemade blood orange liqueur. I'm almost through it. Don't panic. I made a new batch to replace this one. And of course, the shrub. In this case, the mandarin shrub. That's all the ingredients. I'm just going to poke my way through my shrubbery again, and this is surprisingly bright. The shrub really brings up some bright fruitiness. I think it's bringing out the other flavors. I'll show you how to make it. In a shaker, put 2 ounces or 60 mils of the brandy of your choice, then half an ounce or 15 mils of orange liqueur, then half an ounce or 15 mils of green chartreuse, half an ounce or 15 mils of the shrub, and then we're done. Add ice to the shaker, shake that good and hard for 10 or 15 seconds to chill and dilute the drink, and I'm straining that into a chilled coupe. The shrubbery is very much on theme for this. It does make it a little bit difficult to drink. For that very fact, I was considering putting this in a rocks glass on ice, but I thought this would be better served up, and I just made my life a bit difficult. I get a face full of mint every time I take a sip. Like I said before, way worse things can happen to you in life than getting a face full of mint. So if you're interested, that's my idea, one way to use a shrub. And I'd be interested if you've used shrubs, how you like to use them. And I do hope whether you've had shrubs before or you're going to have them in the future, you just come back and see what I'm doing next. Because there's always something going on, and it'd be great to have you back. But until I do see you again, I'll say cheers.